Yeah, hello. A very warm welcome to this first part of Distribute 3 panels today and tomorrow. My name is Stephanie Lauke. I'm a research associate at the Academy of Media Arts in Cologne, working at the intersection of art history and media studies, and I'm just researching into one phenomena in this field, which is dealing with artistic video and artistic films. They can be coined as video art, and by speaking on video art, I would like to keep this in the frame of speaking about video installations as well as speaking about videotapes as well. I would like to start with two short statements for today's discussion, and I'm, as far as I can see, I'm very very happy that we can also welcome invited guests for tomorrow's panel as well. So I'm hoping that we have a very interesting discussion later on, and I just tell you about the program we have up for today's afternoon. We start, after my two statements, we start with two presentations by Holger Kaminski and by Sam Haley. They will introduce us to their recent work and tell us about places of presentation, questions of production and funding, and also about how to distribute their works. And then we follow up with inviting Angelika Ramlo, Makinia Höhne and Olaf Stüger to join the discussion, and they will introduce themselves by telling a bit about their working fields and their connection to how to distribute video art and how to present video art, and where maybe are new places for screening, presenting video art also online. Almost 15 years ago, there was a very decisive shift in terms of video art. Maybe it sounds now a bit of an exaggeration, but this is kind of an issue I want to stress, because I think we now can go into a different direction by keeping in mind what has been talked on during the last 15 years. Artists introduced again 15 years ago projection for presenting artistic videos and films. The darkened space was thereby reintroduced as a suitable way of presenting video art, either for installations but also for videotapes called video projections. This initiated a very long-lasting debate, and it's actually dealing with, on the one hand, the black box of cinema, and opposites there is the white cube of the museum being placed, or the white cube of the gallery. The reference, according to this darkened space, was mainly made or led to by the cinema's black box. And so the question was for a very long time whether, kind of, to make it short, does the cinema eats the museum or vice versa? Okay, I exaggerated a bit, but my point is for today is that it's not just about how to present video art either in a black box or a black cube or in a white cube, but it's also about linking these spaces of presentation to different economies, speaking on the art market and film market. What is the state of art today? As we're gonna see by our presentations, we have to look a lot more into detail actually, talking about how to present and distribute video art. We have various modes of presenting video art in a cinema, in a gallery, in the public space, and also online. And the modes of presentation can't be, this is kind of my statement, cannot be linked to these two economies, film market and art market. So what we need is a shift of perspective. Video art foremost blurs the boundaries between art and film market, between cinema and museum. And for instance, you can kind of make this a new shift by talking and differentiating about video installations on the one hand and videotapes on the other hand, and looking how they deal with the different spaces for distribution and presentation. On these grounds, I would like to raise the following questions for today's discussion. Which is the economic framework video art is placed in today? Is it the art market, is it the film market, or is it a third space, for instance, the World Wide Web? Does video art participate in both markets? And what maybe are also places we haven't I haven't mentioned so far? My second question would be, who directs the modes of presenting video art? Is it the artist? Is it the market, or is it the technology? My third question would be, what are the models for distributing video art in the economies of film and art at the same time? In 1955 and again in 2004, Dieter Daniels coined a so-called paradox of mediating video art. Although video art makes use of technology of reproduction, economic interest, foremost by the art market, restricts this reproduction at the same time. Thereby, the paradox of mediating video art is to be experienced by a restriction of access. This can also be a problem to education, for instance, that I had to kind of witness this last week in Cologne, that there was a short film program on artists' interviews, and the people who organized this panel, they asked for a documentary, and the people who were in charge of this film were loaning this film. They said, okay, we don't have a preview copy, we did not actually have money so far for preserving this documentary, and they sent it blind to the people doing this screening, and this is actually something nobody really wants to experience, because there should be an option to have a preview copy, and it should be also an option to talk about the films you want to present, and not being so much dependent on preserving issues. But I know this is some issue we also have to talk about. My fourth question, and this is the last question, is does the internet change this paradox of mediation? In which respect the online environments of the internet introduces a generic space or mode for distributing and presenting video art? I hope that today's discussion will point some interesting answers on these questions, and I would like to hand over now to Volker Kamensky, presenting a short selection of his work.